Okay, system worked fine, so let's start working on some groundwork to prepare water cooling components for assembly. First thing that I need to figure out how I will locate my radiator inside of the cages. So the first thing first, we need to clean the radiator, and for that you just unpack it and you run hot water through the radiator for certain amount of time, so to make sure the whole stuff inside is get off. So I will do just like this. I put a barb here and pipe and just connect hot water hose, just let it run maybe for an hour or so. So that will be clean. The second part, we already agreed that we'll use a SunAce fans, and one thing you need to know that a SunAce fan is coming with bare wires. Right, so it's a no connector. Actually, people ask me, oh my god, what I do, like how I connect it. There's a simple solution for you. You take some old junky fan that you don't need anymore, which has proper wiring, you cut it and you reattach it to your SunAce fan, right? Simple procedure, can't be easier than that. So that's two things that I'll start working on. And after that, when I make assembly with a fans installed on a radiator, I will see how I can fix it inside of the higher drives cage and come back with a solution to you. This final assembly for radiator, it was flashed with hot water for some time, and I rinsed it with distilled water, which is important because you would like to get rid of all micro elements that inside of the part of the normal tap water, otherwise it will end up on your blocks, which is not good, will reduce your performance later. So that's a clean radiator and it's assembled with all parts. So what I did, I put fan guards here to protect my fins. Fins very soft, really easy to bend them, especially during assembly process. So it's worthwhile to spend $1 on guard and put them on to protect you from accidental damage, and which will reduce your performance. And also I put those SunAce fans here as well, so attach them to rod, and fan guards here as well. It's important because this is more than 3000 RPM fans, they're very fast. Also, the blade itself on the fan is quite a hard plastic. You put your finger, you'll cut it for sure. You put cable, you know, might be also not very pleasant surprises here. So I put guards from the both sides. So that's how assembly look like. Also, on a side note, I'd like to demonstrate the difference between high performance radiator and the regular radiator, or less expensive radiator. This is our TFC rod, and this is like Swiftech radiator, which is one of the less expensive products on the market. You see the difference that TFC almost twice as thicker comparing with Swiftech. And essentially your cooling performance depends on the surface, cooling surface, the air goes through. The more surface you have, the more performance you get. So, you know, maybe not quite, but you almost have twice as much as cooling surface on this one. Also, the same goes with the fans. This regular 25mm fan. So you see, its shovel is less, to pushing less air through the system. So you see, we're gaining lots of things here. So look, if I put Swiftech with a regular fan, it will be lower than TFC alone without fans. So we have a little case. We can't put big radiator inside, so we're trying to milk as much performance as we can from our assembly. Let's have a look at the system from the front. I installed the radiator on the bottom. Here are all components we discussed earlier. I tried to move the controller and hard drives in the bottom slots and lift the radiator up. Doesn't seem to work as well. Plus it's more difficult with cable management, so I stick to this design that I originally planned, and this is how the system will look when we'll finish up. So that's pretty much our final design as I see it at this point. So we have a radiator on the bottom, all components, electronic components on the first 3 slots, and this is our system view. And now let's look on the side. Here's view from the side. You see that radiator is going pretty deep into the case because the fans is extra thick and the radiator itself is a thicker type, high performance. So I don't have too much space here. You see this very close to all these cables, and the case is not the biggest one. This is a small case, so not much space to put other components. So let's see what's going on here. So we have a pump, right? This inlet, this outlet. So we need somehow to put a reservoir before inlet and push it further. So something like this, like that. I don't know. Getting really crowded. I tried this way, other way, and I really don't like to put a pump in this area. And one of the reasons is also if I put lots of stuff here, it will obstruct my flow for the fans, and it will reduce performance. So I would like to leave more open space here so the fans works more efficiently. They also will cool the rest of the motherboard, as we don't plan to water cool it specifically. So what I'm thinking at this point, to put pump somewhere here in this area, and put reservoir on top of it, and this way I can route tubing across the case, and I still have a nice open space for the flow, airflow going through. So that's how it looks like at this point. I also thinking that I might have to go with a custom X-stop because this is configuration is fixed, a little bit limiting me in my options, and I'll think about this a little bit more, and we'll come to what's the best scenario in this particular case. But this still, at this point, it's open question. But let me play with this a little bit more, and I'll come back to you with my final solution, and we'll continue assembly.